Hello, everybody, and welcome back. I am Paul.
And I'm Ray.
And Happy New Year's.
We are the Alconauts.
We are the Alconauts, heading towards a new year.
Looking forward to welcoming in 2021.
You know what? Isn't everybody?
Absolutely.
Today, we bring to you a beer that one of our subscribers had suggested. Dean, if you're out there, we have the Zywitz Pilsner. All the way from Poland. Ray, you want to give us a tale of the tape?
Yeah, this is from Zywitz Breweries in Poland. It is a 5.5% ABV. It is a Pilsner. And this one comes from a brewery that survived World War II. And it has actually been in production since 1856.
Wow.
Maybe not this particular beer. Maybe it was something a little different, but this is Zywitz beer from Poland. Really looking forward to this one. And again, thanks, Dean, for the suggestion.
Absolutely. The funny thing is, it says right on the top of the can, always from 3 ingredients.
Oh yes.
And I believe, according to this, the ingredients are basically just hops, malted barley, and mountain water, crystal mountain water.
Crystal mountain water.
I'd hate to be that guy that has to get the water every day.
Maybe the brewery is right on the edge of the mountain, and the water just flows in.
Yeah, that would make way more sense. So basically, the way this is going to work is we're going to have an initial taste. We're going to give you guys an opinion. We'll take you around the bend. Once we get to that halfway mark in our glass, once again, we'll give you our thoughts on the beer at that point. And then from there, we'll take you right into the final chug, whether it's good or bad. And then we'll let you know what we think of this beer and give you a final score.
And something new that we're going to be introducing today, in honor of it being New Year's Eve, the final chug is going to be a little bit of a contest. And the loser, or the slowest to make it to the bottom of their glass, will be taking a mystery shot of a spirit. We have a small bag full of introductory size spirit bottles, and whoever doesn't make it to the bottom first
is going to have to take that shot.
Absolutely.
I'm going to say I've been working on my chugging skills, but if you're going to be betting, I got a feeling I have to bet on this guy over here. But anyways,
we'll see.
Let's get cracking at this.
Absolutely.
I'm thirsty.
Me too. Let's get into this.
Okay. Ooh, that's a nice color. That's a nice
This is very golden
color. I want to thank you guys for the suggestions in regards to how to pour a beer into a glass. I would like to think I'm getting a little bit better at this.
That looks pretty good, Paul. Very well done.
Well, thank you very much. What do we got here? Very mellow tones coming out of it, kind of bready.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Very, very same thing. To me, it smells buttery.
Buttery.
I know it's strange. That's a strange way to describe a beer, but
buttery bread. Oh, I can go for some right now.
Absolutely.
Oh, let's try this out.
Here we go. Cheers, everyone.
That's interesting.
It is.
It's very smooth, but you get a little hint of something right in the middle of it.
This is weird, but I'm getting orange.
You're getting a hint of orange.
A hint of orange on my palate, which is.
Okay, I can see where you're coming from. A little bit of a citrus in there.
Yeah, but it's not that typical like hops citrus that you would normally experience. But
it's nice. It's very light.
Very light.
Very easy going down. So it's not too bad. My initial thoughts on this, not bad at all. I'm liking it so far.
Absolutely. Yeah, first taste, good beer.
Yeah, I can't complain. So once again, this is our New Year's episode. By the time you guys are looking at this is New Year's Eve. Hopefully this might be a beer you might be able to pick up and drink with your friends tonight and celebrate the New Year coming in virtually, or if you're allowed, together. But that being said, with the New Year's, can you think of a bad experience at a New Year's party that you've been to?
No, I'm pretty
You've never
well
had a- you've never-
behaved.
really? You've
I'm
never had a
pretty
bad
well
experience,
behaved.
eh?
There've been those New Year's Eves where you get a little bit overzealous and drink too much, and the next day absolutely sucks. No, I can't think of a horrible experience at a New Year's Eve.
Really? I've had a couple, but
Doesn't surprise me.
one that I can kind of discuss. We were at a friend's house celebrating New Year's Eve. It was actually my wife and my son, who was probably about 4 or 5 at the time. And there was a nice little spread. There was a fondue fountain, some cold cuts, a whole bunch of snacks. My ex-girlfriend from years before I met my wife was at this party, and there was nothing really awkward about it. We were pretty civil, and I'd like to think that we're at least still good friends. Even to this very day when we bump into each other. She happened to be at the party. This individual. But anyways, my kid was eating some of the food that we had given him. He had one of those fondue things that had like strawberries on it and marshmallows. It was like covered in chocolate, And he had finished his whole fondue stick, and he's walking around the place, and doesn't he stab someone in the leg with his fondue stick? Now imagine this: he's 5 years old, so he's like this height. He sticks someone right in the thigh. Guess who that person was?
The ex.
It was the ex. It was an interesting situation. It wasn't. I didn't tell my kid to do it. I don't think he had known that she was my ex, but nonetheless, it was awkward.
Kids are pretty smart. Maybe he could sense something.
Maybe he could sense I need to take this girl down. You're a threat to my mother.
I don't know. And I believe I know which particular ex you were referring to, and nice person.
Very
certainly
nice person.
didn't deserve that.
No, not at all. I don't know why I'm saying it with a smile, but not at all. Not at all. Extremely nice person.
If she happens to be watching, why don't you send out a suggestion on what we can drink?
Yeah, absolutely. I feel awkward now. I just telling
that is awkward.
Now that I'm actually saying it, and it wasn't in a tap. It was in like almost half an inch. Like there was blood.
That's awful.
That's
awful.
So what are you thinking about this?
I'm really enjoying it. It's nice and light. It's nice and cold. As you can see, it's not overly carbonated. It's I don't know if you can see the bubbles there. They're active, but it's not crazy. So, but yeah, no, it's really enjoyable.
I'm enjoying it myself. It's got a nice light body to it. Like I said, it's easy going down.
Mm-hmm. So there is a multi note to it, though.
Is that what it is?
I think that's what it is.
Any New Year's resolutions that you're looking to try to keep or break?
From 2020?
Going into 2021.
Going into 2020.
Yeah. Well, most people break their resolution after like the first 2 days, right?
Absolutely. No, I typically don't make resolutions, but I think for 2021, just working on self, keeping myself healthy, keeping myself happy, keeping myself grounded, and see what we can do with this show. It's something that I didn't expect to be doing. As we mentioned, I think in the first or second episode, this is something that we've been talking about for a couple of years now. And sort of this year pushed us, out of our comfort zone, give this a try, see what happens.
And I'm enjoying it so far, to be honest. This is a lot of fun.
I hope you guys are, because we have a great time.
And feel free to drink with us as we're doing this. You don't have to have the same beer, but you can pretend you're drinking the same beer.
So should we change our release time when we send it out for those that are actually waiting and watching for it to pop up at 8:30 in the morning on a Thursday?
Well, if they know that it's coming up, right, then obviously they'll anticipate it, and once they see what beer we have, they can go to their local brewery or beer dispensary
outlet
and pick up the same beer. And if you want to drink with us, absolutely,
certainly,
great.
Certainly. And if you do happen to do that, certainly comment. Let us know. Let us know your initial thoughts. Let us know your thoughts when you're going around the bend. And again, if you should decide you want to try the final chug, I know we're a 20-ish minute episode.
If you have anything to chug.
Yeah, if there's anything left when you get there. So this one's actually taking some restraint not to surpass the going around the bend moment.
Well, you know what? Why hold back?
Absolutely.
Let's take a swig and get into that bend area.
Certainly.
And then let's talk about this. I just took a big mouthful. I really filled my mouth. I guess that's what mouthful means. But I get more malty than I get citrus. It still feels light. I could see that there's a little bit more carbonation in it. Not that automatically became more carbonated, but I feel more carbonated.
Right.
But I'm still enjoying it. I'm actually, cheers to Dean. A great choice so far.
Absolutely.
Enjoying it. Now, the only caveat I have to say is I know Dean had said try the Zivitz Porter. But
okay.
Dean, we couldn't find the Zivitz Porter, but maybe we could do that down the road. But in the meantime, I'm enjoying this.
This is great. Yeah, it's. I didn't realize that Dean had suggested the porter. I will keep my eyes open for it, and maybe in a future episode we can even just have it as just a side note, so that we can let Dean know what we thought if we do manage to find it. And I think he had a couple other suggestions, so. We'll definitely explore those as we move forward as well. Possibly.
And you know what? If you guys out there have any suggestions, feel free to throw them in there. We're willing to try pretty much anything. It doesn't have to be beer. We are the Alconauts. We prefer beer. But if there's a spirit out there, or I guess we could do. No, we're not going to do wine.
No, there's a lot of information out there. If there's something new in the wine industry that we've missed, a new style of wine that's coming out that you might want to see, by all means, we can look into it.
A Spritzweiger wine.
A what's a
Spritzweiger wine.
Oh,
I
don't know what that is.
I'll try that if you got a Spritzweiger wine. I just made that up.
Oh, okay.
But I just assume it's going to be something sparkly and new, right, and not out there on the market. So wineries, you're on notice. Spritzweiger. I don't know why it has to be like a German sounding wine, but
Germans make good wine.
They do.
There are a couple of wineries in our area that are owned by Germans, and they're fantastic.
I didn't know that, actually. Oh, okay. Well, anyways, like I said, if you guys have any suggestions, feel free to let us know. Comment down below. And if you're liking the episodes, feel free to like, subscribe, and hit that notification button. We would definitely appreciate the support. Obviously, we're looking to incentivize. Is that a word? Incentivize.
Incentivize. Sure it is.
Incentivize. Does it sound
yes.
Right?
Incentivize.
It's almost like I have like
offering an incentive.
Okay, incentivize. You guys out there, we want to be able to give away some swag. So we need as much support as we can get. Help us out. The more support we get out there, the more swag we're going to start giving away. So absolutely, if you guys are looking for shirts and beer mugs and the whole 9 yards, tell your friends, tell everybody. We want to give a whole bunch of stuff in the new year for 2021. Oh, that's so much to have to chug. So
are we at about the same level? Because we want to make sure this is fair. First time going into the final chug.
We are not chugging yet.
Oh,
we're going to learn a little bit. We're going to ask another question, okay? Because I can't.
Yeah, but we're pretty close to the same level here. I think we can.
Here's what's Ray's thinking: if there's more beer, I will beat the Filipino guy, and he's right. The more beer that's in my glass, the more likeliness he's going to win. Because I am terrible at chugging,
and I'm terrible at doing shots.
You've seen the random shots that are in there. I'm gonna say there's maybe 2 that I'll be okay with. The rest, I should have put a bucket.
There's only 1 that I'm going to actually probably be okay with.
I should have brought a bucket. Like I don't feel safe.
It'll be fine.
I need an adult right now.
And funny enough, the one that Paul is most looking forward to pulling, if he should be the one that has to, is the one that I am most dreading.
The tequila.
The tequila.
Yes. That's our family drink. It's just one of those things.
Probably actually going back to that question about the New Year's Eve parties.
Yep.
Would be yes, the night that I actually had to consume more than one fake shot of tequila because the jade plant was no longer in the rec room, and
Well,
that jade plant did so many shots of tequila on my behalf.
the thing is, with our family, when we were together, it's a full house, right? You got like 50, 60 people in our house, celebrating New Year's Eve. And when my grandfather was alive, he's the one that really started the tradition of the tequila. He would literally walk around with a tray full of tequilas, and you couldn't say no because he would say, it's Grandpa rules.
I remember.
And you can't say no to Grandpa.
The first time that I attended a Filipino New Year's Eve party, I learned the grandpa rules pretty quick.
And, it's brilliant. That's brilliant marketing on my grandpa's. If you want to get people drunk, you just got to tell them it's Grandpa rules. So you just need an old person just walk around. You guys wouldn't know if he was related to me or not. But nonetheless, every single New Year's, and New Year's was always our thing. It wasn't necessarily Christmas or Christmas Eve. It was New Year's Eve. That was the big party. We had the DJ equipment. We had the lights going on, alcohol, sometimes a roast, animal of some sorts, a big spread of food.
The amount of food was almost obscene.
Insane. Absolutely insane.
There were also an obscene number of people in that house as well. So
it was. And the thing is, people came and went, but there was still a full house.
Always.
Like, you needed to go outside because the windows would be open because it was so hot in the house, right? But that whole tequila thing was just totally my grandfather, and it just stuck with me ever since. And it's been our family drink, our entire family's drink ever since. So I do have a kinship for tequila.
For sure.
Not all tequila, but I do have a kinship for tequila.
Yes, all tequilas are definitely not created equal.
They are not. They are not. And unfortunately, I might have put one that's in there that's not to my liking. So, needless to say, I'm looking forward to the new year. Mm-hmm. I'm looking forward to spending time with you guys and having drinks with you guys. Honestly, looking online, there is way more beers than I thought there were. Breweries, like unlimited breweries in this world. Not just in North America or South America, like the entire world. Like England's got a whole plethora of them, like Russia. I didn't even know Poland made beer. I thought they just made, I can say it, pierogies. I just thought you guys make pierogies. But you guys make a good beer so far. Like I'm really enjoying this. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say, you know what? On that note, it's time for that final chug. What do we look like here?
You need to have another sip or two because I'm.
Oh, you are way ahead.
Yeah, I'm enjoying this beer, so I wish I knew a Polish cheers.
A Polish cheers.
We should have looked that up before we started broadcasting.
Well, yeah, we should have done that. We should. If this comes from a different country,
absolutely,
we should always find out what the cheers is.
Absolutely, we should definitely.
And then we get Google Translate to tell us
how to actually say
it.
Unlike the previous episode or a couple episodes ago where we had the German smoked beer.
Yes,
and I totally butchered the name.
I think you can play pretty close at the end.
Maybe,
but I don't even know if we're pronouncing this right. But Zivitz. It just seems weird. So to our Polish friends out there, a fantastic beer. I do have a Polish friend, Aggie. If you're out there, you didn't necessarily make this, but to your people and your folks. Actually, I miss them. They're fantastic neighbors. Anyways, final chug. Ready?
Final chug.
Here's the rules. On 3, glass to the table.
3, 2, 1.
I hate you so much.
Well, good memento while I find the bag o' fun that is housing all of the beverages.
I'm not looking forward to this because I just randomly grabbed 5 bottles of something. So
Do I get to pull it?
you get
Because
to
you know what the shapes are
yes,
of the
you
bottles.
you get to stick your hand in there. You get to pull it. You get to pour it.
Fireball Cinnamon Whiskey.
I'll take it.
That's the one I was hoping to get if it was up to me. All right.
Shot Fireball, and I guess you're gonna join me, are you? All right.
Have a small taste, anyways.
Happy New Year's.
New Year's, Paul.
Happy New Year's to you
let me
guys,
actually make
too.
that more
Oh,
a little closer, since it is New Year's.
there you go.
Maybe something new for Zyvet's Brewery to do is a cinnamon flavored beer. There's a little beer left in this.
Happy New Year's to you.
Happy New Year's, Paul.
Happy New Year's to
New
you,
Year's,
guys.
everyone.
Well, minty fresh. I can tell you that.
Definitely warm.
It's I got warm feelings. But anyways, I want you guys once again another Happy New Year's. To the best of you guys in 2021. I'm Paul,
I'm Ray.
and we're the Alconauts.